Alright. Easy. But I know what I need to do. It's not a big deal. I know what I did wrong. Despite knowing the solutions to, like, a lot of these puzzles, it's like... It's been a little bit since I did them. You know, because you'll do, like, a test playthrough or something, and then, like, this is actually a big problem for, like the later parts of a game. At least for me, you know. I know people that will, like, do LPs and then they'll... Oh, excuse me. They'll do, they'll do, like, 2 playthroughs. They'll record one and then they'll, like, kind of do one that's ahead. I've done that for some games. I did that for Wild Arms 2 back when I recorded that one. That's still actually one of the LPs I'm most proud of, is Wild Arms 2. Right. There we go. Right, now we're gonna go around. Particularly my boss strategies for the super bosses in there. I actually would like to kind of go back and do Wild Arms 1 over again someday, because my strategies for Wild Arms 1's super bosses were just basically equip the revive items and don't interact with the boss at all mechanically. And there has to be a better way to do that. Right? There just has to be. I don't know. I used to kind of feel that way about the bosses in Wild Arms 2 as well. And not only did I handily beat those bosses, but most of those bosses I actually restricted using the Night Blazer form. So... Well, restricted might be too strong of a term. It's just... Okay, I see. You do have to push one into a corner. I thought so. Let me do that now. Hold on. Go back over here. I knew you had to push one of these into a corner. This is the problem with my brain, is it is full of years and years and years of... like... I half-ass remember things. Alright, cool. Opponent has the initiative. That's no good. Ryu's still doing really good damage, even with the silver knife. I do need to take a moment to heal him up here. I'll do that right as soon as I push this. Nina as well. I need to go back and kind of itemize the levels that I've gotten for various people. Alright. Hit him with the old lightning. Random variants aside, she is very capable of one-shotting the lizardmen with that lightning spell with the 2 wisdom rings. Yeah, but Nina's a really good choice for this dungeon. it's one of the... So as the game goes on, she gets less and less useful. Please go back to the dungeon full of monsters that all three of us just walked through. Please go through alone. Guardian Gaze 234. Let's see. I do believe Guardian Garr 198. So they each killed about 200 or so dragons, with Garr killing about 300. So that's about 900 dragons. Oops, just knocked something over. I am clumsy today. So, the premise of this game, in case you haven't caught on, is that the Dragon Clan apparently tried to take over the world, and the reason Garr has been kind of wandering the world is because he's been having doubts that they were all wiped out. Later in the game, you kind of hint that he had other doubts. This is a really good song, by the way. So we want to actually put on our good stuff here. Alright. And we're going to use one of the special dragon transformations for this. So this is a more or less scripted battle. Garr is not nearly as strong as he was in the Contest of Champions. He's only got he doesn't have that much many hit points. He has 380 hit points. You actually can't steal from him, by the way. Like, he has items, but the steal rate for them is 0. So, but he'll use his regular attack. He'll use Pyrokinesis. He'll cast the Fire Blast spell on him. But the damage that he does, I do believe, is like HP proportional. So that right there is the dragon. That's the Kaiser dragon. So that's the G dragon from Breath of Fire 2. In fact, I do believe the design is pretty one-to-one. But he teleports away. So one of the things that I've always, and I might double check, I don't think there's any indication anywhere exactly how much time passes. Like during this skip, I've seen indications like where people seem to think it's like 10 years. I think a cool touch they could have done here, and it of course would have required them to have a situation where they had a walking, and they would have had to have a walking animation for like the normal, like just dragon. They would have to get like a walking animation for that, but I think it would have been cool for like Garr to be fighting a dragon here, not the whelp. Because Ryu is older, he's like, it's years, but well, we're gonna have to like pay special attention to the dialogue to see if there's any like indication of like a time, because I can't think of an NPC that says anything about like exactly how much time it is. It's real loose because like but like everything in this game is like already like really loose in terms of like timeline, because you don't really have like a good indicator of how old like Ryu, Tipo, and Ray are in the intro. Like I like to think of them as somewhere in the range of like 6 to 8 years old. In Act 1, like Nina and Ryu. But with excuse me, Ray and like Momo being kind of like 16, maybe 14, somewhere in that range, like still teenagers. And now everybody is an adult, or at least a like late stage teenager. Yeah, we should have all of our equipment on, but probably we recognize this. Alright, so now we're just down to 2 people. And this is, there's nothing in this, like, front area here. You just gotta kind of walk all the way around to where, you exited out of this, well, I guess Ryu's mom's skull. Here. And we want to go up here. And there's some chests up here. Life shard and magic shard. And there's also, even though you can't see it, you can't really see it here. I thought there was an indication, but there is a hidden item in these mines we're gonna have to come back for later. But you know, we wanted the shards and then the clothing. Excuse me, it was a vitamin, a life shard, and magic shard. I want to use the magic shard on Ryu. Use those on Ryu. Use that on Ryu, and yep, good to go. So, we're now past where we were before. We're in unknown territory. And we want to look for the elevator here. There's no encounters here, so that is nice. We start running into encounters when we get to the other end of the elevator. When we take the elevator down. So first we want to take the elevator to B1. There's a lot of things in this game that are not explained. It's some light clothing, which is pretty good for Ryu there. It's a little less defense than the scale mail, but more agility. It's important to build up my agility because right now, like, it's only the 2 of us. Choo choo. So this is the in the intro where Mogu and Gilliam, I think it's what they call them, where they're taking the, I don't know the name of it, the car where you pump it left and right and it goes down the tracks. But the reason you would want to come down here is there's a merchant. And some money. If you need some supplies, this is where you can go get some. He also sells Titan's boots and Titan belts and high boots, which is decent. I'm good. It might be a good idea. How many panaceas? I've got 10 panaceas. I'm good. I was thinking it might be a good idea to get some panaceas because the boss will actually cast can actually confuse you. So I should be good, though. Oop, up the ladder there. Oh, right, you have to interact with this. When I get done recording here, I do plan on actually... I've got a... I want to go to B2. I've got a... another game that I'm fixing to start playing. First of all, I just finished playing through Ivalice Chronicles. Excellent remake of the game. It's not the perfect remake. It's not the one that... I knew that they weren't going to give me exactly what I wanted, right? Because exactly what I wanted, exactly what I wanted would be, difficult to give, right? Because what I want is I wanted a version of Final Fantasy Tactics that had the multiplayer intact. That's what I wanted. I don't actually particularly care one way or the other about the like Balthier or Luso or any of the like additional scenes and stuff like that. Although I do think the scenes they added with Delita really do, like, flesh out his side of the story a little bit, and I was a little sad to see that they didn't bring those over. I don't care about Dark Knight or Onion Knight. But I would have loved to have gotten the multiplayer, right? So a multivitamin in here somewhere. I think this is the... Is this the room? Yeah, this is the room where the coupons are. And this is the giant roach. The giant roach is... new enemy. They have 150 hit points. They're weak to fire. So this is when I, like, if you have a flare sword, this is actually a really good... It's actually very powerful in this place. If you, like, want to spend the money to give Bade a claymore, you can get one for a little cheaper, of course. Or you can just buy one in Urkatapa. But both the zombies, the zombie doctors, the boss here, and the, like, these giant roaches, they're all, like, weak to fire. The giant roaches themselves just, they have a move called... You can learn a move from them, but only if they're with, they come in with a FireSlug or a Flyman, so... We're not going to be able to get it in this battle. You can't steal anything really good from them. You steal healing herbs. So what I want to do is hit them with Blitz.